So I took like 12 books to Bangalore and then I bought 10 books there. And in the end, I had to pay 2000 rupees extra for the extra luggage. And I only read 5 books in 2 months. So but in the 2 months, I think the book gods were really kind to me because I read some really amazing books. Read my first 5 star of the year as well as a very interesting thriller, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. The first book which I picked up was Yellow Face by Rebecca F. Wong, and it was amazing. Okay, the thing about this book was the main character is so flawed that you cannot sympathize with her even though you want to, but she's so flawed, and that is such a brilliant way to write the story. The book shows the problem with instant fame, with people not being able to handle that, and how it can all spiral into a crazy mess. That was this book, and it was generally very amazing. However, the ending of the book I felt was a bit rushed and kind of not there. So, if there's a second part coming out for this book, then I think it will tie up really well. But if it's not, then I feel the ending is a bit loose. So that is why I gave it a 4 star instead of 5. But it's really amazing. You should really read it. This was the first book which I got, like I read in Bangalore, and it just got me into the reading mood. So the next book which I read was Night Bloom by Peace Adzo Media, and this was a book which I had not seen on Bookstagram or on BookTube very often, and I didn't have high expectation going into it. I just wanted to read it because it was from a sister's POV, like two sisters POV, and that sounded like a very interesting concept to me. And guys, this book is the epitome of literature. It's amazing. The writing, the narration, the story, the character, everything is just so perfect in this book. This is my first 5 star of the year, and I don't know why it's not famous yet, because it should be, because it's amazing. What I like really about this book is the dual person POV. It does not really shift after every chapter. It's like one part is for one sister and then the second part is for another sister. And that is, I think, a perfect way to write the book, because you can visualize what is exactly the same incident that is exactly happening in the first half. It's quite different in the second half. And you just learn like it's different from different person point of view, and that is what makes this book really unique. I haven't read something like this. Like, I have read different POVs, like shifting between chapters, but that's really confusing. I think I like this format better. You should definitely pick this up if you think the themes and the concept in this book is something that you are drawn into, because it is easily one of the best book of the year that I've read. The next book which I picked was Blue Sisters by Coco Mello, and this is everywhere on Bookstagram as well as on BookTube, and it's for the right reason. Last year I picked Cleopatra and Frankenstein, and it was a bit slow, I would say. It dragged down in the middle, and that made me put it down. I didn't reach out for it. I think I'll read it after like finishing my current read. But this book is also very beautiful. It's perfect. This is also a 5 star. What I like about the books which I've read recently is that the characters in here are not perfect. They're not angelized, they're humanized. And that is something which I really like when authors do that. In this book, the characters all are very flawed. They have their own problems, they have their own issues, and it shows how humanly they handle it. And of course it's with mistake. And that is what I really like about Blue Sisters. The premise is amazing. Like, one of the sister has died, and the trauma that follows after you lose a close sibling. And then their theme of addiction, grief, sex to some extent, but not really sex, but like uh, you have to read the book to understand that. But it's an amazing book. You should definitely pick it up. And then another gem that I read was Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. And this was, I'm someone who is drawn into, thriller. And this is a thriller mystery. And the premise was really good. The writing was good. The chapters are short. Even though it's a big book, the chapters are short. And you will breeze through it very easily because it's always evolving. It shifts between past and present, but that is not a problem because you'll understand it. And I think the ending was not predictable. So I kind of like that. And this was really amazing. I think this is a perfect summer mystery book. You can also pick it up during Halloween, because I feel this has some sort of a dark, sinister mystery in it. But in the end, sorry, I won't spoil it for you, but it's really good. You should definitely check it out. Another book which I read was Nocture Pondicherry. It wasn't something very unique. It just had a short story collection of, like, which is set in Pondicherry, I think, if I remember correctly. But it was okay. It was, if you are someone into short stories, then you can check it out. It wasn't something, very remarkable. It was just a normal book, so you can skip this one if you do not like the premise. But if you like the premise, you can definitely check it out, because it was okayish for me. Yeah, so that was the video for today. I hope you like my wrap up. I didn't want to make it very long because I don't think long format videos work anymore. So most probably I'll see you next week. Bye.